Today is going to be confessions. I am 30 years old and I work in the film business. Um, this channel is kind of like my general channel, so I'll fill some people in on what I've been doing for a while if you had just kind of want to do a quick catch up with me. I worked in a bunch of films this year. I moved back out to California. My husband and I are currently living in separate states because he got a job offer in Indiana, so he's out there and I'm hanging out in California at least until the next film that I'm working on is over. In the past year, I've worked on, oh, let's see, one we Green Hornet went to theaters. Um, so Green Hornet, Thor, Captain America for this year, and we have a bunch of other ones in queue. Um, and some stuff that's coming out. Let's see. I think release dates are supposed to be February, March, May, and June for the next batch. I work as a data administrator, which means I handle a lot of studio in and out and client accounts and file transfers. So we do the initial QC and the final QC process for all materials. Um, it's a fun, if not exasperating at times, job. I do actually enjoy it, even when it gets a little bit crazy. I enjoy working with the people that I get to work with. It's actually been pretty cool. When I started at the company, there was 45 people, and they've blossomed into well over 700 in the past year, which has really been amazing watching something explode like that, especially in this economy. We do stereoscopic conversion, so we do the post production. I know there's a lot of people that turn their noses up to stereo conversion, but when it's done properly, it's absolutely phenomenal. And there are things that you cannot shoot with a stereo camera, either due to the lighting situation or the distance that the subject is from the camera. So I've learned a lot about that in the past year or so, which has also been really, really interesting. Let's see. A couple months ago, um, I was introduced to the new My Little Pony series, which again, this is kind of admitting things that I've been doing. I didn't understand what all the fuss was about. All I noticed is that there was more and more new My Little Pony memes leaking onto Memebase and Failblog and stuff, and it got to the point that there were so many in a week that Fail Blog I Can Has Cheeseburger announced that they were giving bronies their own site. And I'm like, okay, well, if there's enough of these going around that they're giving them their own site, maybe I should see what on earth all this fuss is about. I'm like, come on, it's a kids show. It's a Hasbro show. I remember these. They were like, kind of cutesy, but really horrible. So, really thinking I was going to hate it because I hate so much children's television nowadays because so much of it is just mindless and horrible. Um, I went ahead and I started with episode one, where Twilight Sparkle goes to Ponyville and she gets introduced to her new friends because Princess Celestia says you need to make friends and you need to send me back a report on this. And I'm like, okay, watch this because this is going to be so horribly cheesy. And surprisingly, it was actually really, really good. So, watched a few more episodes and kind of got into it. I'm not thrilled with the opening theme song. Could be a little better. I usually just skip it, but the plots, the storylines, the quality of the animation overall is actually really, really good. Um, and it's just cute. It's not mind-numbingly horrible. They actually managed to give these characters a decent amount of personality. They have a good backstory. Um, there's actually depth, which you don't. I wasn't expecting there to be depth in the show because it's a kids show based on a toy line. But Hasbro Studios actually did a phenomenal job with this. A lot of the credit goes to Lauren Faust, who I found out after about. I was probably about halfway through the first season before I really looked it up. She is the same person that did Powerpuff Girls, which I adored when it was on Cartoon Network. And again, they tend to have a little more depth in her characters. She's really, really good at what she does. I know we're going into the second season now and think she's more of an executive producer role. I don't think she's doing as much with the story writing, but she's still supervising. But the first season was great. Other kind of cool things is the building that I work on in Burbank is less than a quarter mile from Hub TV and Hasbro Studios building. They're in the same building with Stars in the little plaza across from Burbank Airport. So I actually drive by it like every day. Some of the billboards in Los Angeles for ponies are hilarious. But yeah, that's my it's my little escape at the moment is something that's just so sweet and so innocent and so adorable because there's so much crap on television. And back to things that I was actually really, really proud to work on. Captain America. Captain America and Thor are currently the only two movies that I've actually ever gotten a screen credit in. I am so thankful to Marvel for this because I have actually worked on over 13 films. If anyone ever really wants to, you can look me up in Internet Movie Database. It's Mary Margaret Conley. I do have 13 movies that I've worked on, but only two actually got screen credit because usually my position, they just toss us to the side because they don't think that we do any real work. So at this company, I've actually gotten to a level where I'm actually getting screen credit, which is really cool. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, I've been working on some new paintings and stuff. If y'all want to get a look at these, I finished Austin here. So I just finished up Austin's. If anyone's interested, these are for sale. I am doing commissions again this year. This one for the size that it is. This is a 18 by 24. Let's see if you can get a decent look. You know, hand drawn. And this one goes for 250 unframed, 500 framed because frames are kind of expensive and it's actually a lot of work that has to go into getting it done. Just give me a second, I'll grab the other one. Make sure these reach. Okay, and this one is Fritz. I have Zoe, who I'm finishing up tonight. It's part of a primary color series. I did a blue, red, and yellow schnauzers based on my three dogs. They all have matching backgrounds. So actually, when the three of them are completely finished, they can be purchased as a set. But yeah, that's oh, why look, we have a guest in the background there. Stormy, what are you doing? Meow, come here. This is my kitty. Who's a good kitty? Anyway, yeah, so I'm working on these, and they should be finished up tomorrow. I may do one more video, but yeah, I just wanted to fill in what I've been up to. Say hi to anyone that hasn't caught up with me in a while. Today was Thanksgiving. I went over to my friend Nikki's house, so I wasn't alone, even though I'm kind of alone out here, but I'm okay. So that's all cool. And I hope everyone else is having a good holiday and, you know, people are able to kind of fill in, what have you guys been doing for, the past year? People I really haven't seen or gotten a chance to talk to. And quite frankly, I do kind of miss a lot of people. So I may try to do more update blogs a little more often just so I can kind of catch up with things that are going on around, friends and family. And even just if you don't know me, I don't care. Leave a comment. I'm cool with that. Just don't be a jerk. And I hope everyone else has a good evening, rest of their week. So, bye.